Well, this is Tim Roweeder here with Emma Stauber, coach of the Mirage. And coach, first question is, what is one thing that makes the state tournament special, no matter how many times you're there? You know, having played the last couple of years, obviously you can never say it's old hat to be at the state tournament. There's always things that you look forward to and make the experience exciting. So what are a couple of things that you look forward to and think always are special about playing in the state tournament?
I think just the excitement about it and the history, the tradition of Minnesota hockey is what makes it so special. I don't think anyone ever gets sick of it. It's just something, the minute the tournament's done, you're already looking forward to next year, and we've been feeling that same way since the tournament ended last year.
Well, along those same lines, having played in the state tournament the last couple of years, you definitely had an advantage over teams that are first timers down at the state tournament. And what are some things that, as a coach, you've taken from previous trips in the last couple of years that will help you have an advantage this year over potentially opponents that have never been to the state tournament?
Yeah, I think you said it there. It's experience, and them going through that and having been there, it calms the nerves a little bit. Obviously, when we get there, you're excited, but they've been there. They've competed in the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the championship game. So at each level, with the experience that we have, they bring that leadership, and that calmness that we want to play with. So I think that's definitely beneficial to our program.
Well, Coach, tell us a little bit about this year's team. What makes them unique compared to the last two state tournament teams that we've had here under your leadership?
I think we're really determined. We only lost 4 seniors last year. Obviously Abby Pajari was a huge piece of that in net, so that's been a big role to fill. But depth-wise, we have many returning players that were there when we lost, and we've kind of had a chip on our shoulder since we went through that loss, and our girls have been playing that way all season, and I think that's just something, that they're determined to kind of take care of business this week and make, first of all, last week, make sure we got there, and then, now I think they can settle in, we got there, and now we can just play our game from here.
Well, now putting into focus today's game against a Mankato East Cougars team who comes in 20-6. They are extremely stingy on defense, only giving up 3 goals in a game one time. How do you plan to go about, getting offense against a team that's so stingy here in this first game of the state?
I think the biggest thing is moving the puck, and we got to get pucks to the net. So putting pressure on right away and challenging this goalie. Looking at their schedule, we couldn't compare many other teams other than they lost Duluth Marshall 3-2. So knowing that, I think we will be fine as long as we start right away, putting them on their heels. And like I said, moving the puck, low to high cycles, give and goes, and hopefully get them cut out of position so we create more opportunities. I think that's going to be the biggest key for us tomorrow.
Well, Coach, finally, just want to ask a little bit about the fact that, the last 2 years, not only did you win the state championship in 21, but you played in the state championship last year. The players talk a little bit about pressure of getting back to the state championship. How do you deal with that pressure with your players and what needs to happen for you in the Mirage to get back to the state championship game on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard when you're successful. That pressure is not going to go away, and we know that the girls are, nervous to get back there, but we just try to make sure that they're focusing on the little details, keeping it simple, and not trying to do something that, isn't our game, and kind of be too much. So, just quick passes, good support, like I said, getting pucks on net and creating the pressure that we're comfortable doing. I think that's just kind of key, focusing on ourselves, obviously respecting the opponent, knowing what they have, what they're going to bring, but at the same time, just worrying about us.